Hello, you are tuned into Exposure on 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington. I'm DJ Dirt Kid.
And I am DJ City, and we are in the studio today with Hope Deluca. Hope, do you want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Hope. I'm a freshman here at UVM, and I'm so excited to play.
Great.
We are so excited for you to play for everyone, and us. I feel like we have a front row seat. We're loving
Our own personal concert.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really.
The pressure is on.
No, not at all. Do you want to kick it off with a song, just for everyone who's tuned in? Start it off?
Yeah. So this song is called Roses and Regrets. It's an original, and this is my first time playing it for people, so I hope that you like it. A moment I've waited for months, standing on my doorstep with roses and regrets. I was losing hope, but they say if they're the one, they'll come back. Enchanting smiles swept me off of my feet. Fairy tales aren't true, but I'd believe I must be dreaming, 'cause things like this happen on a screen. They don't happen to me. I should really run just like you did. Leave you all alone, wondering where I've been. Won't tell you where to find me, won't wake you when I go. But I'd hate to make you feel that alone. Something keeps pulling me back, and maybe it's your gravity, or maybe it's the fact people only want what they can't have. And I just wish there was a way to make it last. They won't be eternal, not even in a dream. It's been a long time coming, say you've waited for me. I can do better, I know that I could, but something about relighting this old flame has me hooked. It's dragging me down, and I know it. One day I'll wake up, and the air will feel cold. The rain will start coming down from my eyes and from the clouds, and you'll be nowhere to be found. Something keeps holding me back, and my optimism will blind me from the fact you only want what you can't have. And no, one day you'll leave and you won't come back. Something keeps holding me back. I know that I know better, but I'm stuck on the fact you told me forever, a promise never kept. So I'll keep dreaming of you showing up with roses and regrets.
That was Roses and Regrets, you said?
Yes. Yeah.
That was lovely. That's the first time you've played it for people?
Yeah.
Can I ask when you wrote it?
Yeah, I wrote it like 2 years ago. I'm like really into this show. Well, I was really into Gilmore Girls.
I love Gilmore Girls.
I definitely wrote some songs that were like a little bit inspired by it. And yeah, so that was when I wrote that one.
What was that inspired by particularly?
Maybe Rory and Jess.
Are you Team Jess?
I'm like really back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Can we hear more about Hope? Where are you from, Hope?
I'm from Hopkinton, Massachusetts. So like kind of like not exactly just outside of Boston, but close enough.
Got you.
Yep.
Boston area.
Mm-hmm.
Great. What brought you to Burlington School?
So I run cross country and track here, and I like couldn't imagine another place that would be like as fun to run here, and also just there's the mountains and the lake, and the campus was really nice. So yeah, wound up in Burlington.
Yeah, agreed. those are all excellent aspects of Burlington.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The mountains today were so gorgeous.
So pretty.
On my drive to Chipotle, I was like, this is so perfect. I get to look at the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have that in where I am in Massachusetts
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true. What is your favorite aspect about Burlington then so far? If you had to choose just one
It's
thing.
a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was like, my favorite was when it was fall in Burlington.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to easily be my favorite. So
Nothing
yeah.
beats fall in Vermont.
Yeah, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I mean, it's like fun to look back on and be like, oh, the fall was so nice while we're sitting here in like winter in March.
Full
Yeah.
spring.
Spring is a little different, you know.
Yeah.
Both the fall and spring are like those transition phases. Spring's feels a little longer, I think.
I feel
Absolutely.
like spring, at least where I'm from, spring's more like fall, where it transitions a little
Yeah.
gradually, whereas here it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then Burlington just decides that it's summer eventually.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
sudden.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's like similar in Mass, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
hmm
Unique. What brought you to music then, Hope?
I've been writing for, I'm trying to think, probably since I was like 7. I wrote like a little
Yeah.
piece on my grandma's piano, and I thought that I was good at writing, but like definitely wasn't.
But you need the confidence.
Yeah.
Definitely like since then, and then I would write poems and then like kind of translate them to songs. So my like basis in music has always been songwriting, and then I learned guitar, and that's kind of been the whole experience.
Wow. Wonderful.
Awesome. So does your songwriting process always start with poems, or can you tell us a little bit about that?
Definitely not. Like recently it's just been like I'll just have some random idea pop in my head, whether it's like a melody or lyrics or something, and I'll definitely try to like get it down, whether it's like through voice memos or notes, just anything like that. So that's kind of how the process starts, and then I'll take it back and turn it into an actual song.
I'm curious to see if you remember what kind of songs, like what were you writing about when you were like 7?
Oh my gosh. Like different things I would hear on the radio,
Yeah.
which is like not something that like maybe a 7-year-old, like just like, I think I wrote about the moon's shadow. I think that was what it was called.
Deep
It's
for a
very
7-year-old.
metaphorical. Yeah. Yeah. That was like my first thing that I wrote, I think.
That's pretty good. Nice. All right, can we hear one of a more current song maybe now then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you still have that 7-year-old song. That'd be
We would love to
lovely
hear that too.
at some point.
I don't have that in my memory right now, but next time, guys, next time. So this one's called Plan on You, and yeah. I've got a plan. People like to joke that I always do. Gonna finish school early, go off to Tennessee, write some songs, live my life, got the world to see. There's no time to rest, no time to think, no settling down, no making mistakes, no distractions, nothing like that along the way. I didn't plan for this. You're someone who I shouldn't miss. No, I didn't think you would stick, but somehow you're on my mind. I didn't plan on you, but now you're in all my dreams with diamond rings. Now I didn't plan on you, but I'm making the space, or so it seems. Now I've been planning on you. Tell me, is that something crazy to do? I see a future, do you see it too? 'Cause I do. My mother always says to think it all through. The unexpected will catch up to you, and I guess she was right. Well, I'll accept it this time, 'cause you hold open doors to incandescent and light. Everything that you touch turns golden, and I'm no exception. I'm better with you by my side. didn't plan for this, to put my heart on my sleeve, to take this risk. No, I didn't think we would fit, but then you put your hand in mine. I didn't plan on you, but now you're in all my dreams with diamond rings. Now I didn't plan on you, but I'm making the space, or so it seems. Now I've been planning on you. Tell me, is that something crazy to do? I see a future, do you see it too? 'Cause I've been writing it down, all the little things you do. I've memorized your minutes like they were my own, and if the floor falls through, I don't know what I'll do, 'cause I've been here planning on me and planning on you. I've got a plan. This time I think that it's one to stick. I'm gonna see where this goes. Maybe down the road things will change. But you're in all my dreams, and I can't help but think this is the love that you see in movies, oh, and magic. So I think I'll step back and press play. That's that one. Thanks, guys.
If you're just joining us, you're tuned to 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington, and we are live in the studio with Hope Deluca. Hope, what was the name of the last song you just played?
That was Plan on You.
Awesome. So you just heard Plan on You. If you have any questions for Hope, I think that our chat feature is working again. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
And if
We'll
not
see.
the chat, there is always the phone, which, drum roll, please. Let me find that number real quick. Definitely starts with an 802. I want to say 656.
That's as far as I got. And then the next one.
Hang on. Oh, 802-656-4399.
Oh,
So if
that's
you
what I
have any
guessed.
good questions for Hope Deluca, maybe about, I don't know,
Anything.
anything, any
Ask
topic.
me anything.
Favorite color,
Ooh.
favorite, I don't know, food, favorite songs, things like that. We'll cover some of those topics.
Wow.
too.
Eventually, yeah. We like to ask favorite smell, I think. Isn't that a staple?
Mhm. Yeah. So
You can
be
think about it
thinking
if you're
That's
one,
gonna be
yeah.
a thinker.
Definitely.
You have two guitars with you. I feel like radio. I always feel the need to explain like what we're looking at. But Hope just played a really beautiful Taylor, and what are you going to play for us now?
This is an Alvarez. So this is one of my friend's guitars. But basically, I write in two different tunings all the time. So I like to just definitely have two to play.
Nice.
Makes sense.
What instruments do you play?
So I play guitar, a little bit of piano, ukulele.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you start on, you said piano?
Kind of,
Yeah.
very informally.
Yeah.
I'm self-taught on everything, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I never, classically was trained on piano. I'm, learning it now, and I'm like, okay, I should have learned this a while ago, but, yeah.
How was that self-teaching process then? How did you get into it? What steps did you take?
For self-teaching, it was just, a whole lot of YouTube videos, just messing around with the guitar on my own and kind of figuring it out. I should have, learned scales and all that sort of stuff first, but definitely going back and learning that now. It's really important.
Hey, I'm new here. I'm the Purple Shaman, and I have a couple of messages from the chat. One of them says, "Yay, Hope, we love you." And the other one says, "Ask Hope who her favorite artist is."
Yeah, my favorite artist right now has to be Lizzie McAlpine. I absolutely
I was going to ask if you
love
knew her
music.
because you were playing, and I was thinking about pancakes for dinner. I love
Oh,
that
yeah.
song.
Big Lizzie McAlpine fan. Get a lot of those, comparisons sometimes, which I'm really flattered by. Yeah, she's, easily my favorite. I'm so excited for her new album. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of artists, do you have any who maybe aren't your favorite currently, but have inspired you in terms of songwriting or just wanting to play, anything like that?
Definitely Taylor Swift. Huge inspiration for me. Grew up listening to her and just loved the storytelling aspect that came with her songs. So she's been like my biggest inspiration for forever. Yeah.
What do you think? This is maybe not a super relevant question, but what album do you think she's going to re-release next?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm leaning towards Speak Now.
I'm hoping it's Speak Now.
That's kind of what I was going to ask, too. I was going to ask what your favorite T Swift album is.
Yeah, actually, I have no idea because I loved, like, Folklore and Evermore, and I could talk about Taylor Swift all day.
They're good in different ways.
Great.
All right. Would you like to play another song for us?
Sure. Let me see. So this one is called Happier. Some people might have heard it at the talent show or something like that, so yeah. She looks a little bit like me, same hair, eyes almost green, but I bet she has what I'm missing. Can hear you over the movie, your voice is carried to me. I left 'cause I couldn't listen. Shared glances, your smiles that could light up this whole small town. I was doing pretty well, but when I saw you with her, I couldn't help but think at one point my eyes were on the screen, and when you thought I wasn't looking, yours were on me. We were happy, at least I thought you were happy. At one point it was our final scene, the credits rolled, I couldn't clap after the tragedy, but you're happy. I really hope that you're happier with her. Everybody loves you, how could they not? Sometimes I wish you'd just do something wrong. Your name comes up, I tune feelings out. Try to react like everyone else. It's over, I've known that for a while, but it's insult to injury. When you walk past right to her and misdirect, I fell for so easily. At one point, my eyes were on the screen, and when you thought I wasn't looking, yours were on me. We were happy. I really thought you were happy. At one point, it was our final scene. The credits rolled, I couldn't clap after the tragedy, but you're happy. I really hope that you're happier with her. Faces on film were tarnished by light. The real plays over again in my mind. It's a ruined art, the way the photos fade. It's your happy ending, I'm out of frame. At one point it seemed like we were meant to be, but I pulled back the curtain of illusion. Now I see you weren't happy with me. At one point it was our final scene. I didn't see it coming, the plot twisted the knife so deep, but you're happy, and that's what I needed to see.
That was Happier from Hope Deluca, and you are tuned to 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington. We are live in the studio with Hope Deluca, as always, that we are on Wednesday nights from 6 to 8. So thank you for joining Exposure, and I had a question I was about to ask you,
Yeah,
and my brain
sure.
just totally went blank. Oh, I know what it was. Where can people find your music? Do you have any upcoming shows? I know you're on Spotify, because I did some stalking earlier.
Yeah. Well, I'm on all platforms. No upcoming shows currently, but hoping to have some soon. So I'm on Spotify. I have some more music coming out pretty soon that I'm very excited about.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. This is like the first time that I'm telling people about it. So, I have
scoop.
I have an acoustic project that I've been working on. Been recording it while I've been here, and so that'll be coming out 5 songs, and each is kind of like, it's called The Other Side, and each is kind of like a different perspective. One is 2 songs in one, so they each offer a different perspective on the same situation.
Oh, wow. What do you mean by, like, 2 songs in one?
It's like, it could have been 2 songs,
Uh-huh.
but I just decided to combine them because it just made more sense.
Okay, cool.
But
Like-
so I'll be playing some of those songs on the show today.
Great,
Yeah.
perfect. Oh,
Awesome.
exciting.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'll Wait / Roses and Regrets will be out on April 15th. So, yeah.
That's
Yay.
like, what, 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, it's very, very
Start
soon.
the countdown, everybody.
Get ready.
Where did you record the album then? In
Like a mix of like in my dorm room,
Wow.
and like at home. I got into a little bit of a soundproofed area for a
Yeah.
bit, so that was good.
That's
it's
impressive.
Definitely difficult
Yeah.
to
I'm
record
always
here.
so impressed. I know one other student who recorded a whole album in his dorm room, and I like have so much respect for it. I had no idea how you manage school and to record an album that, like, when you listen to it, you would have no idea that it came from a dorm room.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a process. I'm used to recording just like wherever anyway, so it works for me.
Perfect.
Nice. Do you want to play us maybe a new one, or whatever you want?
Yeah, sure. It's like a new old one. So this is called Sincerely Envy. It's about like comparison and that sort of thing. So trying to take some time away from digital loves and likes and all different kinds of fake. I should be happy with me, and I am most of the time, but I still scroll through my feed, can't help but wonder why I don't look like her. If she's an angel, what am I? I think this feeling must be the devil in disguise. I know it's shallow and I'm selfish, but goddamn, I just can't help it. I shouldn't compare, but everybody does. So if I wanna fit in, can't think that I'm enough. That's some twisted logic, but it seems to be the truth. I still tear myself down, it's what I'm used to. And I wonder about her, does she scroll through her feed and cry over something that isn't that deep? Or is it just me, sincerely envy? It's not easy to switch your brain when the media's got it focused on magazines and beauty queens and Photoshop and calories. I know it's not healthy, I wish that I could make it disappear. We both know the media preys on our fear, and when push comes to shove, I'll probably push myself just a little bit too far. Never enough for me, navigating as a teen in this world isn't easy. But then again, I guess it never was. Ooh, I shouldn't compare, but everybody does. So if I wanna fit in, can't think that I'm enough. That's some twisted logic, but it seems to be the truth. I still tear myself down, it's what I'm used to. And I wonder about her, does she scroll through her feed and cry over something that isn't that deep? Or is it just me, sincerely envy? Judge me, but isn't that always how this goes? My self-esteem takes 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and I'm still learning how to grow. And I know it's cheesy, but nobody's perfect. I think that you should know that you're worth it despite the things that you've been told. I shouldn't compare, but everybody does. So if I wanna fit in, why can't I think I'm enough? Can't help but be bitter, let's call it bittersweet. Even if I had what she does, I won't be happy. And I wonder about her, does she scroll through her feed and cry over something that isn't that deep? Or is it just me? Or is it just me? It isn't just me, it's just envy.
Great. You're tuned into WRUV's Exposure. Today we're here with Hope Deluca. And what was the name of that last song again?
Sincerely Envy.
Sincerely Envy. Great. So we have gotten some more things rolling in from the chat.
Oh boy.
So yeah, just a little reminder to our listeners, or I guess announcement. The chat is working. It wasn't working for a long time.
We're really excited about it. Shout us.
Yes. So if you're on WRUV.org, you can use the chat function and we will be able to read it. And one of the messages that came in, first one was, "We love you, Hopi." And then the second one was a question, and that is, if you could see any artist, living or dead, in concert, who would it be?
Ooh. Oh, that's a really hard one.
Take a moment to think about it. That's a lot of different artists, definitely.
There's so many.
There's so many options. I feel like I need to catalog people's responses to it. Like, I feel like this question gets asked a lot, and if I just kept track of what other people said, maybe I would have my own bank of answers.
Definitely. A lot of them are more like recent things, I feel like. Right? Like you know, living artists.
Oh, yeah.
More current, modern
I feel
day.
like I've still got to go with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'm a
yeah.
big Swiftie. I can't help it.
That's fair. Have you seen her before?
I have. I went to 1989. That was like such an amazing show.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Have you seen her live?
I have. She wasn't my first concert, but she was one of them. And my parents like love live music, so they took me everywhere. And I have like an extra large Fearless t-shirt that I still have to this day, but I've worn it so much that the print on it is like totally gone.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like little, I don't know how old we were whenever Fearless came out, but I was obsessed, would sing it on my bed, would run back and forth. Like,
That's so funny because my sister has the same exact extra large faded t-shirt from the same experience.
because I couldn't leave the concert to buy a t-shirt. I had to wait till the end.
Had to get the extra large. Yeah. What was your favorite, like, memory from that concert specifically?
Probably when she played Clean, she just like, she had this little speech that she gave before it, and I just remember that like really vividly.
Yeah.
It was a really sweet speech.
Oh. So was Taylor Swift your favorite concert, or do you maybe have a different favorite live experience?
That has to be my favorite currently.
That's so fair.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you been able to get out to many concerts in Burlington yet?
Not a whole lot. I went to, forgetting the name, I went to like one concert back in the fall.
Yeah.
One show got canceled that I wanted to go to, and then I'm going to be seeing Alec Benjamin, which I'm really excited about at Higher Ground. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So excited.
And have you been able to play at all in Burlington, or not yet?
Not yet. It's been
It's hard.
tricky. Yeah, with COVID and everything.
No, definitely. Everyone we have on the show, we're like, oh, do you have upcoming shows? Have you been playing? And they all just kind of, especially if it's a band, they all just kind of look at each other in panic and like a little upset, like, no,
Kind of,
unfortunately,
not
we have
really.
not played live for anyone in a long time. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah, this is like the first live experience that I'm getting in Burlington. So
We
we're
are
excited
honored to
about
be the
it.
first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have
thanks
like
for having me.
a dream venue that you would be able to play at? Either in Burlington or just, I guess, anywhere.
I definitely want to play Higher Ground.
Yeah.
In terms of like in Burlington.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of like in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
or I mean, a huge, like, way out there dream would be Gillette, obviously, in Mass. But
No,
yeah.
we dream big here at WRUV.
Oh, of course.
Big dreams are allowed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely. Multiple levels of dreams. You can also you can dream local too. Great. All right. Can we hear another song?
Yeah, sure. So this is called I Still Care. It's off of my upcoming acoustic EP. Yeah. I'm here on your doorstep, first time in 6 months. Feels like I was just here with a box full of your stuff. Greeted with a smile and eyes that don't quite match up. Half familiar grin that has my heart half what the courage I worked up on my way over is stuck behind the things I said and did and can never take back. It's the lump in my throat when my feelings overflow. I still care, even though you haven't wasted a single thought on me. I'm still there. Ever since you went away, I'm pretty much right where you left me. Crying a river to my guitar, hoping to drift away after I write this song. But I end up back where I am, aching and alone again. Had this planned out for weeks now, I don't know what to say. Feels like the trepidation of a first date, but it's quite the opposite. This isn't what I'd hoped. Your eyes just don't light up, no longer fire, we're just smoke. Oh, I guess I never got my candid closure, frozen in the photographs with the words I always meant to say. It's the lump in my throat, all these things you'll never know. I still care, even though you haven't wasted a single thought on me. I'm still there. Ever since you went away, I'm pretty much right where you left me. Crying a river to my guitar, hoping to drift away after I write this song. But I end up back where I am, aching and alone again. Are you alright? I'm not alright, no. Just tell me why so I can let go. Spent so much time digging up meadows. Where did I go wrong? I still care, even though you haven't wasted a single thought on me. I'm still there. Ever since you went away, I've been here right where you left me, searching for answers you don't want me to know. Candor is a killer, so you put on a show. But what you don't understand is it hurts worse not knowing.
You are tuned into WRUV's Exposure with Hope Deluca. We got a mysterious balled up message from inside the studio.
Yes, I just had a piece of lined paper thrown at me. I did not make the catch, but it was a little short, so it's not my fault. From the chat we have, great job with Sincerely Envy, which I agree with. I loved it. We also have another, we love you, Hope. Chloe says, I love you. And we have one question at the bottom. If you could wake up tomorrow and be able to play any new instrument, what would you choose? Ooh.
First of all, thanks, guys. Really active in the chat there.
Yeah, this is,
Got
well,
a
it's only
lot
our
of
second
love.
week of the chat, but I will say this has been a lot of chat activity. We love it.
It's so fun. If I could play any instrument, I would love to be able to play like the harp. I feel like that'd be really cool.
I wanted
just be
to
able
learn
to
the
wake
harp
up
for
and
a
just
while.
like it sounds so pretty. I would love to like play a harp and just mess around with that for a little bit.
That'd be
Yeah.
a good one to wake up knowing too, because I feel like it's hard to like not that many people
Yeah.
play the harp. It'd be hard to find lessons and
It'd be
stuff.
hard to find one,
Yeah.
find lessons. It's got a lot of strings. Definitely more than 6.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'd be hard.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a tad more.
Do you think, are there any like instruments like on the horizon you think you want to learn or that you're kind of working towards now?
I mean, I want to get a guitarlele, so like a cross between
Yeah.
a guitar and a ukulele. It's like a slightly different tuning, and it just looks like so much fun.
They're
It
so
sounds
cool.
pretty.
I had one friend in high school had one and it was awesome. She had like a small ukulele and then I don't even remember the names of the other ones, but they make bigger ukuleles that have different
Yeah.
tones too. They're
Yeah,
she made like
cool.
4 different ones. It was very cool.
Yeah, it just seems like a fun like travel size thing. And, yeah.
Yeah. Fun is a good word for it, I feel like. Yeah, you can play that like that's a good like campfire instrument, you know?
Absolutely.
Great. Also, I'm just remembering, what was the name of the last song? I don't think we ever said it.
I still care.
I
Yep.
still care. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Great. So, I lost my train of thought. I had a question.
Can we ask our funny question now? I feel like it's time.
Your funny-
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been thinking about it. We did mention it, but we like to ask every week
Oh,
what your
yes.
favorite smell is.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. Maybe like vanilla or something like that. Reminds me
Yeah.
of like cookies and baking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good answer.
That's like a smell that makes me feel like I'm like at home, you know? Like that, yeah, the cookies, baking,
It's very
stuff
peaceful.
like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like we need it on a day like today where it's still cold, it's not sunny anymore. Like vanilla cookies would be awesome.
Something a little
Mhm.
warm.
Yeah, seriously.
Ben's crumpling more paper in the back. I wonder if we have another message.
And a lot of
Oh, boy.
activity.
Wow. I missed again.
Darn.
Yeah, we are speakers, not athletes, perhaps, with the radio.
I hope you can all hear this through the mic. I'm so sorry. All right. Another chat message. We have way to go, Hope, sending love from the beanbag couch. And hi, Hope, I'm listening with my college friends right now from Haley.
Wow.
That would be my sister.
Aw, so
Yeah.
nice.
You got a
You've
lot
got
of
some-
fans
yeah.
out there.
I was about to say, you have so many fans.
I told them to tune in.
Lovely.
Good. Yeah, okay, wait. I'm thinking of other funny questions. Another good one is this is a hard one because I don't know about you, but I feel like I don't know the US presidents that well, personality-wise and musically. But if you could have 2 rival bands, each one is headed by a different US president,
Ooh.
who would you have be those 2 presidents?
I've never heard that one before.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic, an oldie but a goodie. It's a hard one to answer though sometimes.
Man, I should have studied.
Yeah, yeah, I
Should've
really
prepared.
shows you how few U.S. presidents you know off the top of your head, maybe.
I don't even think I can come up with an answer to that one.
That's fair.
It would require
I
a little
have-
more thinking. You have
I
one?
have a fun fact if you want to keep thinking, which I learned, well, I knew before, but I learned again yesterday
Wow.
that William Howard Taft got stuck in a bathtub in the White House. But on top of that, what I learned yesterday is that it was a custom bathtub that was built specifically for him so that he wouldn't get stuck in it.
Oh, no.
So anyway, in case anybody out there was wondering, there's your fun fact of the day.
Can
I
he
learned it
sing
yesterday.
From the bathtub?
Hmm?
Can he sing from the bathtub?
That would be a
He's
great
pumping
band.
Yeah,
Sang
he's just
from
in the
being stuck in the
bathtub,
bathtub.
and that's like his band's little thing. That
It'd
would
be like
kinda
the they're like closet or like dressing room concerts. I feel like Jimmy Fallon
Yeah,
or someone did that
I
like
got you.
years ago.
Yeah.
But you could make it like a bathtub band.
kind of works. A wash
like,
tub
interesting
bass.
acoustics.
Yeah, maybe it has good acoustics in there. I didn't even think
Yeah.
of that.
I feel like people are always singing in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's because of the acoustics, too. Yeah. I could see it
Perfect.
working out really well.
I feel like I'd have to pick him as one of the...
Okay, well, we've got one. There we go. The acoustics in the bathroom. How are you going to beat them?
Huh.
Yeah. You'll have time to
It's
think
a
on the
thinker.
other one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
In the meantime, can we have another song?
Absolutely. This one's called I'll Wait, and it will be out on April 15th, so... Sorry, I ran out like that. I dropped a bomb, then I was gone. I never thought I'd say those things till I was older or something like that. Can't help the way I love you, though it's not the right place or time. But I still can't get you off my mind, though you're a couple of states away. So hey, why don't you take my hand? Let's run away from here, from memories of trouble and heartbreak and everything that happened. I'll wait for you to realize your mistake and come running back to me saying I love you too, and it'll feel brand new, 'cause I'll wait, wait, wait for you. I'm here knocking on your door. I'm running through the lines in my head. No good at acting, but when I try to speak off script, I can't say what I mean. I owe a lot. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be much. 3 knocks, you open up, now all my words are gone. I hope that what I say next is enough. So hey, why don't you take my hand? Let's run away from here, from people stuck in past mistakes and heartbreak and all those things that happened. I'll wait for you to realize your mistake. Come running back to me saying I love you too, and it'll feel brand new, 'cause I'll wait, wait, wait for you. And I know that it's no more than flickering dreams, 'cause you said I could have loved you, but you had to leave. Now I'm here with my regrets weighing on me. So much has changed, we're still meant to be. Hey, I wish you'd take my hand and run away from here, from memories of trouble and heartbreak and everything that happened. You said wait, I'm sorry we both made mistakes, but I'm here in front of you saying I love you too, and I'll say I knew, 'cause I'll wait, wait, wait for you. So you've got another note there.
We do. I finally caught it this time.
I'm really impressed. I don't think I would have.
Well, I needed 2 hands. I couldn't hold it with 1 hand. Before we get to the note, if you're just joining us, you're tuned to 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington, and we are live in the studio with Hope Deluca, who just played
I'll wait.
I'll
Yep.
Wait. So we have one message. It says, "Hi Hope, Papa and I were listening and love the songs. So proud of you. Love, Nana." And I will add to that note, my Nana called me today and I was in class. So everybody out there, if you have a Nana, you should call them back, just like I need to call my Nana back. And on top of that, we have a question, and it is, what do you see as your musical future?
Well, hi Nana, hi Papa. My musical future, I want to definitely keep writing, and I'd love to co-write with some people. I've done a couple co-writes, but definitely want to like keep doing that, and just kind of see where that goes. I'd love to have like my own solo project as well, and yeah, definitely want a future in music. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. We were talking before the show, and you said you were a music tech and business major, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
We've got double thumbs up in the studio on that. Absolutely. Who have you co-written with, and what has that been like?
I've co-written with like just a couple friends from like it's been like virtual co-writes. So
Oh, cool.
I have a friend Ava. She lives in like Nashville, and my other friend lives in Boston. So yeah. So we've just been like co-writing a little bit, and then yeah, it's been interesting. Like I have like TikTok, as a lot of people do, and I'll just find a little community on there, and we'll all just like decide to write one day. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Social media can be a really good tool for
Absolutely.
like collaborative art. It's so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, especially in the pandemic, I feel like a lot of people turn to TikTok and all sorts of other things to find communities.
Definitely. I had a question about, I feel like a lot of your songs have like a good general like love theme. Is there
Mhm.
anything that like particularly like I guess pushes you to write? Is it like, I don't know, just like, are there moments you witness or things you feel or things that you see other people feel that like really, I guess, inspire you or drive you to write those things?
Yeah, I think for a lot of my earlier stuff, it's just been whatever I've found from like
Mhm.
TV shows or like
Yeah.
other songs, whatever other people are writing about. I was like, okay, I guess I'll write about that because, you know, when you're, say, like 15 or 16, you don't have a whole lot of life
Yeah.
experience to
Yeah.
go by. But I think that I use writing kind of as like a tool to process
Yeah.
emotions. So maybe my songs will tend to be a little bit sadder, and that's kind of because I feel like we just humans in general just spend a lot of time processing those like heavy sad emotions.
Definitely.
And not as much time like processing or thinking about the happy ones. So it's like a little bit harder to write happy stuff, something that I'm actively working on, of course.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
comforting to listen to too. I think
Yeah.
that's part of like individuals processing too. So
Mhm.
yeah, we turn to that and we also express through that.
Right. I had a friend, I was talking to her a couple days ago, it might have been yesterday, about songwriting actually. And she was telling me how she was writing this super sad song. And it's like, how do you write sad songs like that, especially like when you don't want to be sad anymore?
Yeah.
And we were comparing it to like a lightning jar, like a jar of lightning bugs, and how you could like let out one little lightning bug and let it fly around when you play the song and when you write the song, and then you can put it back in the jar, which I thought was really
Aw.
pretty.
That's really pretty. I like
Yeah.
that visual.
I thought it was really cute. I was like, oh.
Mhm.
And on that note, could we get back to the music and hear another one?
Yeah. So this next one is called I Lost a Friend. It's out everywhere. It was like the first song that I put out. So yeah. Here it is. Hey, all I want is to see that you're okay. All I want is to talk about our days. Can we go back to last week? Hey, wanted to let you know I'm almost okay. I don't have any tears left and I ate. Wish things were different. I can't sleep. People say time heals everything, but we know that isn't true. They say you'll come back to me, we'll be better than we used to. But I lost a friend, and I can't pretend that I'm fine. Do you really know what this feels like? Hey, I wanna talk to you, I wanna make you stay. Was it just me, or were we really great? But I care enough to let you be. People say time heals everything, but we know that isn't true. They say you'll come back to me, we'll be better than we used to. I lost my best friend, and I won't pretend that I'm fine. Do you even know what this feels like?
Hello, listeners. You're tuned into WRUV FM Burlington at 90.1. The time on the clock is 6:57. We're almost right to the midway point of exposure with Hope Deluca. So, because of the timing, we have a few things we do. Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I think that we do, which is a public service announcement. And I'm just going to say this into the mic just so there's not a huge blank gap of time where people listening don't know what we're doing. But I'm going to hand you this binder, and it has little messages from DJs at WRUV. And you can choose one that speaks out to you or choose one randomly or anything you want. Find a public service announcement and read it aloud and tell the people out there listening some good info. Also, listeners, I don't know if you can hear all the crinkling and crackling, but we are doing a process of chat to computer, computer to paper, paper to DJs.
Yes, I apologize for all of the crumpling. It gives you like the real experience of what's been going on, though, because we've had chat to paper. The paper gets crumpled up, it gets run over here, and then it's thrown at me, and I'm two for 5 right now, 3 for 5, I would say.
You're over half, yeah.
Yeah, on catching these messages. And while Hope picks a public service announcement, I'll read out what we just received. We have, I can't wait for I'll wait. It's got a little star exclamation point. I think that was Ben's edition, though. And a message from Liv that says, currently singing along, I love you, Hope.
That last song was I Lost a Friend, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Don't think we said that.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
Yep.
There's a lot of interesting ones
There's
in there,
so many.
right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We've had, I feel like the strangest one has to be the hamster one. Just
I think
because
so.
it was so niche.
Yeah. We read it at 6 when we started off the show, right?
Really?
I think Pauline did.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, good.
But we had another group who read it as a band a couple weeks ago, and that one was really entertaining.
Yeah, it's a good public service announcement. Very, very niche. Yeah.
Next time I write one, I feel like I'll have to make it that funny.
Mm-hmm.
The beta fish one is another good one.
Oh.
There's a beta fish one
There is.
apparently. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
They're at the
Nate Guskov read the
You're
beta
right.
fish one. I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, if anybody has good ideas for public service announcements, send them in the chat. We love funny ones, because sometimes we have like serious ones, which you need every once in a while. But the hamster one's kind of iconic here, so if you have another iconic idea, please let us know.
Yeah, it's a real mix here.
Do you have one you've settled on?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely this one.
Perfect.
This is resonating with me a lot. So, okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, you! Have you drank enough water today?
Oh, yeah.
Staying hydrated is very important, even during the cold winter months.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking water is key to staying energized, attentive, and awake, especially when running on small amounts of sleep. It also helps with digestion and the immune system. This message has been brought to you by our dihydrogen monoxide drinking DJs at WRUV.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I definitely also feel that one today. The cold weather came in and like my skin got all dry and yeah, you can feel it.
Burlington's so back and forth.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was all
But-
excited. I was like, it's spring. It's not spring.
But tomorrow's supposed to be warm, right? I was in
think
class
so.
and my
Yes.
professor said it would be 60, so if he
60.
lied, I'm going to be really
Yeah.
upset.
It's
gonna be
still
60
supposed to be
and
rainy.
rainy.
That's okay.
but
I'll take it.
warm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good puddle jumping day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go dance in the rain, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Mhm.
Yeah. Should we get back to the music? Pick the
I
guitar
think
back up.
so. So this is a song that I wrote a couple weeks ago. I've settled on like working title, Medication, and it's about post-COVID syndrome and my experience with that. So here it is. It was December. That was once my lucky month. The 11th. My whole world flipped with a little cough. Pegasus 30s. Those are the shoes I used to use. My winning miles. Now I'm a worn out soul. I lose. I don't wanna feel like this anymore. Like any second I'll collapse to the floor. I'm so tired, miss who I was before. No, I don't wanna feel like this anymore. Anymore. Medication. They wanna put me on it. I'll avoid it like my ex when we're both at the market. Time travel. If I could go back then I would. Just give me some sort of warning. The sickness lingers like a look. No, I don't wanna feel like this anymore. Like any second I'll collapse to the floor. I'm so tired, miss who I was before. I don't wanna feel like this anymore. Anymore. I can't remember when skies were clear. Anymore. I need an answer. It's been a year. It was December. That was once my lucky month. Now I can't stay out in the cold. And it all started with a stupid cough.
Hello, hello, listeners. You are tuned to 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington, and that was Medication by Hope Deluca, who we have in the studio.
What?
Do we have any questions?
No. Oh, yes,
Oh,
incoming
see,
question.
I thought I saw
boy.
something coming. We have another chat to paper to crumple, paper's thrown, and I missed the catch again, and now it's under the couch.
All right.
So unfortunate.
I'll work to get that.
I will say, things, especially like little pieces of paper that are nice and light, when you try to catch them with one hand, they bounce right out before you can snatch them. Here's that wonderful crumple.
Is the first one a chat? Purple Shaman?
I would assume so.
Nice. Okay. Cool. It's very applicable to anything. Oh, I see. Be right back. Grabbing water. RN.
Okay.
Your public service announcement obviously stirred some.
Awesome. Perfect.
Got some people drinking
Stay
water.
hydrated, folks.
I really couldn't tell. I was like, is that information for us or just in general? All right. And then the next one is Love Your Music. Hope. Will you play Lost in a Crowded Room? Love,
Mhm.
Grandma.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Whoa.
We've got a whole pile of uncrumpled chat messages now.
So this is Lost in a Crowded Room.
I can remember it. Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys, this wasn't in the set list.
Oh, no worries.
It's cool to see the process, and I feel like even just hearing the process on the other side of going through your songs is really cool.
Yeah, especially when it's usually automation.
I used to want to travel the world, but now I revolve around you. It's like you're the earth, and I have no choice but to be the moon. We love the same things, and we always get along. When you're not here, the sky weeps, but with you I've never felt so strong. I think I need you to breathe, and maybe I'm losing sight of me. Loving you isn't as easy as it should be. I'm pacing back and forth, lost in a crowded room, and I'm losing sleep when I don't dream of you, and I'm drowning in your love that I don't deserve. Can we start over? I need to learn my words. My mom is worried I'm pent up in my room, waiting for calls and texts back, waiting for you to respond. What if I did something wrong? You're my twin flame, I'm just a match when you aren't around. My friends say it's hurting me deep down, but I think losing you would be worse somehow. I know I'm suffocating, but you're everything to me. Loving you isn't as easy as it should be. I'm pacing back and forth, lost in a crowded room, and I'm losing sleep when I don't dream of you, and I'm drowning in your love that I don't deserve. Can we start over? I need to learn my words. And I know I hung my white flag months ago, but you only met a shell of me, and now you know better to be lost in the crowd of souls under your control than to be so alone. I'm pacing back and forth, lost in a crowded room. I'm losing sleep when I don't dream of you. Thought I found home, safe and sound. I thought I'd found home, but I lost myself in the crowd.
All right, listeners, you are tuned into WRUV FM Burlington at 90.1. Mind the Crinkle of Paper. We're on Exposure, which happens every Wednesday from 6 to 8 with live artists. And our artist this time is Hope Deluca, who just played Alone in a Crowded Room.
Lost in a crowded
Lost
room?
in a Crowded Room.
You're close.
Pardon me.
Right on.
All right, we have a chat message. I did catch this one for anyone
Yes.
who was wondering, so that makes us 4 for 6. This is from Liv, and she says, I've heard all of these songs so many times, and yet I'm choking on my tears right now. They are so beautiful.
Thank you, Liv.
I will agree. They are so, so beautiful. And I'm sure that it's special to hear them live on the radio instead of just recorded. Like, they sound really, really awesome. And the vibes
Thank
in the
you.
studio today, we were just talking about it before we started. Usually it's like a little crowded, a little hectic.
Chaotic.
But it's been so relaxed, so lovely.
Very chill.
Very peaceful. We love your music. We love having you. So.
Thank you.
I also
Thanks so
think
much.
physically, listeners can't hear this, but there's just this pile of crinkled notes on the table, which I just feel like is a beautiful representation of all the love pouring in for you. So I think that's
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
lovely. Yeah. I wanted to ask Hope, what else besides music do you like to do? Like, what are some things that make you happy?
Yeah, I love running, so that's why I run cross country and track here. Shout out to my team.
Go Cats!
Yeah. So that's like a big thing, and let's see. I mean, I've recently picked up journaling. It's really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Things like
Very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Really good for the winter too, I feel like. Kinda
Absolutely.
helps keep your thoughts together.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I had a question just to backtrack a little bit. But we talked earlier about writing songs inspired by Gilmore Girls. Are there any other specific shows, books, movies, whatever it might be, that have inspired you to write songs about them?
Let me think. There's definitely been books. I can't remember the titles because it was like mostly stuff that I wrote when I was younger. I feel like Gilmore Girls is just such a big one because there's so many different characters on that
Definitely.
show.
There's so many different
dynamics.
plots, so many things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so many things to put in a song.
Can I ask who your favorite character is, if you have to choose one?
Oof. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Like, I would say Rory, but then, like, the later seasons.
Yeah. No, you've got a good
Fair
point.
enough.
For anyone who knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, anyone
early
out there, you know what? Send us your favorite Gilmore Girls character.
Yeah.
Now that I have
Yeah,
access to the
please
chat,
do.
I feel like I'm just going to encourage everyone to interact with us at all times.
No interaction
funny.
is too small.
Definitely.
Okay, what would you say, Hope, is like an animal that you feel like you would be, like, if you were an animal, or I don't know, like a bug, or like, I don't know. I feel like it's an expansive question.
I mean, I would love to be, like, a dolphin or something.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Ooh,
cool.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love dolphins.
Mhm.
They're so cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
good answer. So I would assume that you'd rather be able to swim than to fly. Follow-up question to animals.
Ooh.
I'd say so, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I feel
Holding
like
your breath
flying
that
would be
long would
scary.
be cool. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You got a good point. At least in water,
cool,
you
but-
like you're aware of everything around you.
Mhm.
Air's a little
Yeah,
bit
definitely.
a bit harder to see.
Got another
yeah.
crumpled paper. What we got? Oh,
Oh, that was a hard one. Purple Shaman just flew a curveball, and DJ said still caught it.
this is a real tough one. Oh, it's so long too.
Boy.
Some crinkling paper ASMR for everyone. Wow.
All right. This is quite a long message, and I ripped some of it, so excuse the way that I stumble through this. Hey, Hope, guess who? It's Sydney with 4 Ys. Remember your hometown bestie. Oh, how could you forget? I'm so incredibly proud of you. And for now, I'll be hanging out with your mom and mine till you come home, frowny face. And follow up to that, separate chat. Anthony says hi.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to add that one to our pile of
Everyone's
love
on.
pouring through the chat for Hope.
Oh, thanks, guys. Love you. There's a big pile of paper now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure it will continue to grow too.
So glad that this chat exists.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before, I feel like you'd still get messages on the phone, but like one of my favorite chats I ever got was I was playing like songs really late at night. It was like 3 a.m. or I guess really early in the morning in this case, and I got a message that said, "Hi, I'm just like a local dairy farmer blasting your songs right now. Me and the cows really love them."
Aww.
And that was just like the sweetest
That's
little
so
image.
sweet.
So
It's
yeah,
really
the
wholesome.
chat's nice for just a little update from the world out there.
Just to know that there are people out there.
Hi, people.
Yeah. For the people out there, can we get another song?
Yeah, of course. So this is a little song that I wrote a little bit earlier this year. There's like a little voice memo of it on SoundCloud for anyone who's interested. Yeah, it's called Nice Knowing You. It's been a while since I felt this way. It's like I've been defrosting by a fireplace. I've just come in from the cold, frozen in time till I could learn to grow. We'll see where this all goes. Damn, it's nice to be 'cause you are so easy to talk to, and you walk me home, and I don't want to mess things up in the way that I do, but just know it's been so nice knowing you.
Hello, listeners. You're tuned into 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington, and this is Exposure with Hope Deluca. And that last song was called
Nice knowing you.
Nice
Yep.
Knowing You.
Great. You can find, I think you said, a voice memo of it on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
on
interested.
SoundCloud and on YouTube.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
2 options.
Yeah.
Can you, I feel like this is a very intuitive name, but can you just spell out your name so that people know what to look at?
Yeah. HOPE
Mhm.
DELUCA. So
Perfect.
Hope Deluca. Yep. You can find me on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere.
All the platforms. So many
Anyone you
options.
can look up. Yeah, great.
Yeah. I have potentially an unrelated question, but I like to think about music and colors a lot, so it's
Mhm.
not that off. I would love to know what your favorite color is.
I'm a
And
big-
maybe a reason.
I'm a big fan of blue. I love like the ocean, like classic answer.
Mhm.
Yeah, so probably blue. I feel like it's really peaceful, but then it has a lot of power to be like sad and overwhelming at the same time.
No,
Which-
definitely. You
two
said
sides.
dolphins, then I was listening to music and it was so peaceful, and I was going to guess blue,
Mhm.
but I was curious.
I was actually going to ask you that. I thought about this earlier in the show. What color do you think most of your music is?
Probably blue.
Probably blue. What
currently,
color,
yeah.
like what shade of blue?
Ooh.
It probably depends on the song.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah.
depends. I think generally like a pretty like just like a light shade of blue or something like that.
Mhm.
They're all
I can
pretty
see
low
that.
key.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I was going to ask, do you have any, I know you said you like were inspired by books, but you probably don't remember the books. Do you
Mhm.
have any favorite like authors or poets or anyone like that who maybe inspire you like writing wise?
Yeah, I mean, I know I need to like read more, definitely. It gets tricky with like studies and that sort
We
of
all
stuff.
need to read more. I feel
Mhm.
like everyone says that.
Yeah.
I feel like a poet that I'm really drawn to is just classic like Emily Dickinson. So
Yeah.
probably her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good words. They've held up for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're
Classic.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could we hear another song?
Yeah, sure.
Fit in more music while we can.
So this one is called Just Kids. It's unreleased. And yeah. I had just turned 16, wide eyes, rosy cheeks. I knew nothing at all. We stood in the doorway while I fixed your hair, almost kissed, such a close call. We went out to dinner, you swore that you'd pay. You were just about broke, but you're a stubborn fool. When I thought you weren't looking, I handled the check, then you slipped a 20 into my room. Why did things have to change? Why did you have to go away? I keep our things just in case you come back to me and you say, didn't mean what I said, didn't mean what I did back then. I was just dumb and we were just kids. We were learning to trust. You asked if I had been in love. I said I think maybe I have. Now I know what I thought it was doesn't compare to the ache I felt when you left. You lay swear it's not you. Gave the weight of not knowing, then ran. I was left with the late nights, the tears, the what if I's, while you kept the truth and our friends. Why did things have to change? Why did you have to go away? I keep those things just in case you come back to me and you say, I didn't mean what I said, didn't mean what I did back then. I was just dumb, we were just kids. I was 16, now I'm 16 and sad we were frozen. You expanded the cracks and I shattered, but I can't be mad 'cause I was naive and we were just kids. Ooh, just kids.
That was Just Kids from Hope Deluca. If you're just joining, this is 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington, and it is between the hours of 6 and 8, which means it is live local music exposure. We are here with Hope Deluca, like I just said, and I was curious, Hope, if you were like a visual thinker or an artist in any way, because I feel like a lot of your lyrics definitely bring images into people's minds.
Yeah, I am an artist. I thought for a while that was what I was going to do instead.
Very cool.
But then, like, I feel like I don't know, I didn't want to do it for a job. I figured out after taking AP art in high school, I was like, oh, deadlines on art? Absolutely not. But yeah, definitely a lot of, like, a visual thinker. My whole, like, AP portfolio was, like, I took my song lyrics and turned them into, like, paintings.
Oh, wow.
So that was that whole thing. Yeah.
Can you describe like one of those paintings for us, or like aspects of it?
Yeah, so for Roses and Regrets, that was like a big one for me. I had like kind of like a painting of like a doorstep, and then like a rose like on top of it with like a note, and just use like mixed media to create that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. So is paint your medium of choice, or do you like to use other things too?
I'm definitely more of like a sketchy, like pencil type of thing, but I was like trying to make myself paint because I was like, it can't all be just pencil. But
Right.
yeah.
But like, it could, I guess.
But it definitely plays into my music, and like I do animations on. I like, there's like the Spotify. What's it called? Like the little videos that play in the background of the
yeah.
songs. I like to do little animations for that.
Awesome. So can our listeners find them on Spotify if they go
Mhm.
check you out?
Absolutely.
That is so exciting. I am going to uncrumple this note. I caught it, in case anyone was wondering, with one hand, so that's
Awesome.
new. It only took me an hour and a half.
It was
so
very impressive.
excuse the crumpling paper for just 1 second. Can I read this? We have one chat that says, "Hey Hope, it's Cam Capello. Are these love songs about me?"
Oh no.
And we also have one that says, "Nice work, Murray."
Murray.
Murray? I'm not sure.
One of
I'm not
those.
sure what the vowel on that is.
So my middle name is Marie, and
Okay.
sometimes
Murray.
I don't know
Murray.
who wrote that, but like
we don't
Murray-
have a
like,
source for that
People
one.
say like Murray instead of Marie. I don't know. It probably
Well.
sounds really similar on radio.
Nice work, Murray.
Wow.
Add it to the pile
Thank
of
you.
love.
Okay, I know this is backtracking a little bit, but now I'm very curious. Do you think in the future, or maybe you already have, you'll make like album artwork or like even just like things to accompany like your songs, your music?
Mhm. Yeah, I've been doing it all, like, I do it all myself, like, when I release stuff. Though, for this upcoming release, I actually have a wonderfully talented photographer who I've been working with
Oh,
here in Burlington.
wow.
Her name's Claire. She's, like,
Shout out
really
Claire.
awesome. Shout out Claire.
Cool.
Yeah, so she's a student here, and then In terms of like other art, I have a friend named Kobe who does like video stuff, so I'll be working with him.
Wow.
And yeah, and then also like just incorporating my other stuff. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
like,
found a
like
little-
you were talking about earlier, like collaboration with other artists is
Yeah.
like so
Yeah.
cool.
I love like collaborating with people. I think it's one of the coolest things in music.
Yeah.
When you say video, is that music video or just kind of the Spotify animations that go behind things, or what kind of
Just
video
have
can
to
we
wait.
expect?
Just gonna have to wait and see.
Oh.
Little surprise.
Mystery.
That's so
Remember,
exciting.
mark your calendars, April 15th,
April
right?
15th, yep.
Yeah. New music from Hope
Yes.
Deluca. Find it on Spotify, YouTube,
Apple Music.
Apple Music, anywhere you
iTunes.
can look it up.
Yeah, anywhere you want it.
SoundCloud
Mhm.
for the unreleased stuff,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Right now. Cool. Great.
Yeah, a lot of my unreleased snippets are also on like my Instagram or my TikTok. So
Perfect.
for anyone who wants to see those, they're there. They exist.
Awesome.
And would that just be searching Hope Deluca on Instagram
Yeah,
and
so
TikTok?
it's Hope M. Deluca. Yep.
Hope M.
Mhm.
Deluca. Gotcha. For
Back
M
to
for
the-
Murray.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to our pile of love notes.
I wanted to ask, do you have a favorite flower, Hope?
Ooh, that's a really hard one. I like don't really think about flowers a lot.
I know you were singing about roses and regrets, and I feel like it was just like a very visual, like, it just struck me. I
feel like I
wondered
like-
if you had a favorite.
I like white roses a lot,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's like the first one that comes to mind.
No, that's
just
a
so
good
pretty.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
And unique looking too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at like taking care of plants, so like that's not like I will
Yeah.
not think of like any other plant right now. But
Totally
yeah,
fair. Totally fair.
if I
That's okay.
was, if I
White
had the green
roses are a
thumb.
good one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They look
Yeah.
pretty. You don't have to take that much care of them once they're in a vase.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna ask for some more favorites, and then I totally blanked. We did favorite color.
Yes,
Mhm.
we did. Well, we did spirit animal-ish. Are
And then-
dolphins your favorite animal? Can we call them that?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got favorite color, favorite animal,
I was
favorite
gonna
thing
ask
about
your
Burlington.
favorite class you're taking right now. Do you have one
Hmm.
that you're like, oh, this one's great?
Oh, it's kind of hard to pick.
Yeah.
I'm in creative writing, which I really love.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like really hard for me because
Mhm.
I've written a lot of songs, so I start like thinking in like song lyrics, and that's not right for poems or anything like that,
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately. But I'm also taking like music theory, which I really love.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's hard. This is my first time like learning the theory behind it, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been really interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that I've talked to at least started in one of two ways. There's a couple people who have like the super classical, started with
Mhm.
music theory and can't get all of the theory behind it out of their heads. And then there's a whole different group of people who are self-taught in every possible way and just know sounds. And then when you throw the theory in, it's like
It's
blows
like,
their world
ah.
up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I probably should have known more theory. Can't speak today, because I did chorus for like so long. But that's
I was
fine.
gonna ask about
Yeah.
that. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
So, did you have like any training with that, or just a lot of practice?
Yeah, a lot of practice. I had like just like general like choir training. Actually did a collaboration with Worcester Children's Choir. I wrote
Wow.
a text to a piece that they composed with a
Oh.
composer there. So
That's
River
amazing.
of Hope. No,
Very
no
cool.
pun intended with the name. Yeah.
Hope's River.
Nice. I was gonna ask too. This is going way back, but I feel like at one point you mentioned a talent show.
Yeah, it was
Where-
like the wellness environment
Yeah, okay,
talent
got
show,
you.
whatever
Okay.
was here.
Cool. Nice.
Mhm.
When was that?
Yeah. I think it was in the fall or the winter. I honestly smile. I hate driving on highways, but I did it anyway. Just last week, for me. I've been crying alone to all the sad tunes, driving down old roads, singing out, screw you, the world hit a new low, can't hear more bad news. Now I'm changing the tone, packing up my whole room, dancing along while forgetting about you. Don't need old ghosts and I don't need bad friends, it's a coming of age, I'm beginning to mend. 16, not for me, for me, for me, for me. I've been crying alone to all the side tunes, driving down the road, screaming out, screw you. The world's hidden too low, can't hear more bad news. Now I'm changing the tone, packing up my whole room, dancing alone while forgetting about you. Don't need no ghosts and I don't need bad friends. It's a coming of age. I'm beginning to mend, 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 mend. Here there's not much more to do than just take a drive. Rolling down the windows, never felt more alive. Turning down what could be, driving past these broken streets. I'm beginning to mend into me. I'm beginning to mend into me. Thank you.
And that was 18 from Hope Deluca, live in the studio, 90.1 WRUV FM Burlington. Tune in every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 for a new live local musician. And I believe we have a chat message.
We do,
Gosh.
and this was sent in during the last song. It says, "Love this one, Hope." Add to the pile of love. Right there.
Absolutely. On the topic of the last song, maybe this is more of a comment. I actually didn't form a question in
Sure.
it. But the opening lyrics really just resonated with me, and I was like, she's so right. Because there are so many songs about being 17, and I feel like there are also a lot of songs about being 19, but there's not so many about 18 in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was just like expecting it to be like this huge, big thing, like, oh, I'm an adult now. But then, I don't know, it just kind of like, it just snuck up on me, especially like in a pandemic. Like, I have a video of like my parents wishing me happy birthday, like, and like we're not blowing out the candles because we're worried about like being contagious and
The
stuff. Just, like,
waving.
yeah, we're like
Yeah.
waving it.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of interesting to write a song about turning 18 from that perspective.
Definitely. We did a lot of drive-by birthday parties in the pandemic where people would stand in their yard and you would come by and honk and just yell at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the FaceTime
Oh, yeah.
parties, quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was definitely, I feel like, not bad. You got to see people
Yeah.
in all different areas of life coming together still. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Definitely. And it sounds like you have a whole community and like got to write songs that, you know, it's not all bad. It was definitely
Yeah.
bad, but good things come out of it. There are
Yeah.
silver
Good things come out
linings.
of- yeah. Always a silver lining. Mhm.
Okay. Great. All right. So, since we have only a few more minutes left, we want to go over anything you want people to know, especially if they're just tuning in. So, specifically, where
Mhm.
can they find your music? Who should they look up? Where can they find you on social media? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm Hope Deluca. I'm a songwriter, and yeah, you can find me anywhere. Hope Deluca, HOPEDELUCA, and on social media, my username is HopeMDeluca. So, yeah, you can find me on Spotify, YouTube, all sorts of platforms, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever floats your boat. And yeah, that's it for me.
That's
and
the gist of it.
I have an acoustic EP coming out, and the first couple of songs off of that come out on April 15th. So
Great.
take note, everyone.
Yeah, mark your calendars, April 15th. It was so lovely having you, Hope. Thank you so much for coming. It was so enjoyable, so relaxing. The music was incredible. So thank you. Thank you for all of our listeners for tuning in.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you have one more song?
Oh no, I'm all set. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah,
This is so
of course,
fun.
of course.
Yeah.
And I'll reiterate this again for the listeners. Exposure is a show that happens every week from 6 to 8. Next week, I believe we have Remy Rusin, something like that.
I didn't look at
Pronunciation's
the
always
sheet,
hard.
so yeah. You got
but
it.
no, this has been Hope DeLuca on Exposure. So yeah, we'll see you guys again next week.
Have a lovely week. We'll miss you.
Yeah, we might have to.